Recently, I got to try out one of the most interesting multiplayer games I've seen in the past few years. I hear a lot of people describe it as Sea of Thieves in space. The game is called WILDGATE, and it was made by a newer company called Dreamhaven. I've actually had my eye on this company for a while, wondering what kind of games they would actually make, because it was founded by Mike Morhaime, who you might actually know as the guy that founded the original Blizzard, the company that of course made Warcraft 3 and Classic WoW, which I poured years of my life into, and it left a huge impression on me. So when Mike starts working on something new, I was gonna keep my eye on whatever he was working on. And with this game, I'm pretty amazed. Unfortunately, I'm also addicted. I found this game quickly to be one of my favorites, and it's one of the best experiences 4 friends could have together in a PvP game. So what exactly is WILDGATE? Well, essentially, it's a first-person shooting game where you have a crew of 4 people who work together on a spaceship with the objective of destroying all the other crews on the map. You have the alternative win condition of finding a random object on the map called the artifact, which you can extract with to also win the game. But honestly, the combat was so much fun that my friends and I always preferred to just try and kill the other players instead of going for the win with the artifact. The map is littered with all sorts of resources and PvE encounters. By going to these places and killing the NPCs, you can gain better gear, gadgets, and guns for your spaceship that help you kill the enemy players. You could also choose to ignore a good portion of the PvE and just try to board enemy spaceships for some combat. You can try to blow up the enemy ships in a variety of ways, ranging from just shooting at them with your own ship, boarding them to kill the enemy crew. You could sabotage their ship by stealing their gear, or even place bomb traps in order to blow up their ship. You can also overload their reactor, which damages the ship slowly over time. You have a lot of tools such as tractor beams that can pull enemy ships into asteroids to make them crash, or to just in general throw them off course. The combat in the game is really fast-paced with a short TTK, or time to kill, on enemy players. The gunfights all around feel really good. They're really fun. You have a decent variety of weapons, but only a couple of them are really viable. I expect a lot of things like this to change because we are in the playtest and the game isn't out yet, so I won't go into full detail on all of the balancing things. But from playing, I could categorize the guns as PvP weapons or PvE weapons. Some guns just felt really good at killing enemy players, where others were just janky at best. However, those janky weapons did a lot in the PvE encounters, so I think they designed a lot of the stuff to work in that way. You can choose a ton of different playstyles. With your loadouts, there is a good amount of variety. The game offers a decent range of characters with different abilities, and they even tease, of course, more that are coming soon. You also have different kinds of spaceships that you can choose from. Some focus on having more guns, some focus on more speed. In addition to the different guns you can equip, you also have gadgets. This can range from traps, grenades, or drones that can help repair or attack. There are a ton of different loadouts and playstyles that you can try out, and that helps it have a huge amount of replayability. For the game's future, I think it's safe to say, all they need to do to keep the game feeling fresh in the long term is just adding additional heroes, ships, and guns, and things like that. From looking at a lot of the player surveys that they've handed out from the playtests, it looks like the game is trying to sell for a mid-range price point. We can kind of expect it to be around $20 or $30, and they expect it to release later this year with another playtest sometime in June. It's definitely a game that I am looking forward to, and I really want to play more of it with my friends. I just wanted to make a quick little video about it for you guys to let you know that it's coming and to check it out once the next playtest comes out. It really is a game that I don't see enough people talking about, and it was really fun. Overall, if you're a fan of PvP shooting games, you're probably going to enjoy this game. From my experience personally, I would easily rate it a 8 out of 10.